Imagine this for a moment. What if someone told you to build a gigantic vessel the size of a 4-story building, entirely by hand, in a barren area far away from any water source, using only a brief blueprint consisting of just a few spoken sentences? Most people would think it was pure suicide. But here is the shocking truth. Modern marine engineers have discovered that the length-to-width proportions of this ship represent the most perfect secret formula for surviving a monstrous, cataclysmic wave. What we are talking about today is not just a tale from Holy Scripture. It is a direct collision between faith and engineering, so advanced that it surpasses anything ancient humans should have been capable of designing. Welcome to Deep Bible Stories, the space where we journey back through time to confront humanity's greatest enigmas. Today, we are diving deep into Noah's Ark. According to Genesis, this structure was built with specific dimensions: 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. When translated into modern measurements, this vessel would stretch 135 meters in length, nearly the size of a full American football field, and stand as tall as a 4-story building. While its scale might seem modest compared to cruise liners, the true marvel lies in its proportions. The fascinating mystery of this ship is its length-to-width ratio of 6:1. Found in ancient records, this exact ratio is recognized by modern naval architects as the absolute ideal standard for maintaining stability in violently raging seas. The Ark was meticulously engineered with a low center of gravity, minimizing the risk of being capsized by massive waves to the lowest possible degree. Think about it for a moment. How could a 600-year-old patriarch like Noah and his 3 sons possess such advanced knowledge? This was an era devoid of labor-saving machinery or scientific measuring instruments. Yet, they spent 120 years enduring the mockery of those around them, steadily constructing this titan on parched ground. The interior of the ship was far more than just an empty shell. Researchers believe it featured a highly reinforced framework utilizing a system of transverse and longitudinal beams, functioning much like the structural skeletons of modern steel ships today. This honeycomb-like configuration, which divided the vessel into smaller bulkheads, allowed the impact of colossal waves to disperse evenly throughout the frame. This prevented any single point from bearing too much stress and cracking. This is engineering brilliance that truly transcends the limitations of its era. Even more astonishing is the mysterious exterior coating, the exact nature of which puzzles scholars and botanical experts to this day. How did it manage to preserve thousands of lives in the heart of a megastorm? Amidst the countless questions surrounding the Ark's construction, one particular detail leaves academics scratching their heads: the primary building material. Original accounts identify it as gopher wood. This name exists nowhere in modern botanical classification, making it a profound mystery. What kind of tree could be strong enough to bear such immense weight and remain resistant to saltwater decay for over a year? Some theories suggest it was cypress or cedar. However, a more startling possibility is that it may have been a now extinct species of timber, possessing extraordinary unmatched natural water resistance beyond any wood known to the world today. The ingenuity behind the materials did not stop with the choice of timber. Imagine a wooden vessel as large as a football field. Even a minor leak could trigger total disaster. To prevent this, Noah utilized a technique ancient engineers called coating with bitumen, or natural asphalt, a premier waterproofing agent used since primordial times. This substance was applied over every single square inch of both the interior and exterior of the hull, sealing the seams between the wooden planks completely. This method provided more than just insulation and waterproofing. It infused the hull with a degree of flexibility. This allowed the wooden structure to flex and absorb the crushing impacts of giant waves without fracturing. The brilliance of combining bitumen with gopher wood reveals a profound, sophisticated comprehension of material science and maritime durability, achieved in an age without scientific laboratories. They knew exactly how combining these two natural elements would forge a practically indestructible shield. Furthermore, the entire construction process took place completely isolated from any body of water. From an oceanographic perspective, doing so seemed utterly irrational and reckless. Yet it serves as a testament to a grand vision driven by incredibly clear and precise instructions. The shocking reality is that when modern naval engineers ran simulations of these exact proportions and materials in wave tanks, the results confirmed that the vessel possessed optimal stability. Using thick timber coated with a highly flexible compound allowed the Ark to withstand immense water pressure that would easily shatter a standard wooden boat. This was no crude wooden box nailed together. It was a masterpiece of engineering specifically tailored to survive the apocalypse. The true challenge, however, was not just building a seaworthy vessel. What resided inside presented a logistical hurdle many times more difficult. For millennia, a haunting question has lingered in the human mind. How could a single ship accommodate every animal species from all corners of the globe? Many people imagine millions of creatures packed tightly together, a scenario that seems impossible in practice. Yet modern research presents a far more realistic figure. Studies estimate that there were only about 6,800 animals aboard the Ark. The secret lies in understanding the concept of kinds, or biological ancestors. Instead of bringing every dog breed, Noah would only need to bring a single ancestral pair of the canine family, the common ancestor, shared by wolves, domestic dogs, and foxes. Selecting animals at this level dramatically reduced the total number requiring care. Scholars estimate that only about 1,000 core animal kinds and avian categories were actually necessary. Even massive creatures like dinosaurs, if they were included, would have been selected as young, small juveniles to ensure they were easy to manage. The interior was divided into 3 decks. The lowest deck was strictly reserved for the heaviest animals, keeping the vessel's center of gravity secure. Herbivores and predators were completely segregated to prevent conflict. This was an advanced logistical operation designed with precision. The Ark likely utilized a semi-automated waste management system. Individual animal pens were constructed with a slight slope. These channels funneled the waste down into large collection reservoirs, which were equipped with sluice gates to flush it into the sea. The hydraulic engineering extended to drinking water. Collected rainwater was filtered through layers of sand and charcoal. The water flowed through a network of hollowed-out bamboo or wooden pipes, distributing it directly to the feeding troughs. Noah engineered a highly complex, self-sustaining artificial ecosystem capable of preserving life through the world's greatest catastrophe. The most critical emergency was the air itself. Confining thousands of beings in a sealed space would cause toxic gases to skyrocket. Yet the Ark possessed a natural chimney, the Zohar, a continuous opening running along the very top of the vessel. As heat generated by the animals rose, the warm air drifted upward and escaped, drawing fresh, cool air down through intake ducts. Amidst the roar of the tempest, the flickering glow of oil lamps was the only light guiding Noah's family as they checked on animal health. Controlling temperature and humidity through entirely natural means is clear evidence of a deep understanding of biology and physics.